Man, no, man. UFC Fight Night, Usman versus Buckley is just around the corner, and I'm very, very worried for Kamaru Usman. Let's just look at Kamaru Usman's recent activity because it's not looking good. Before we do look at his recent activity, I just want to point out the fact that the man Kamaru Usman is 38 years old. He recently just turned 38 years old. His last win was actually in 2021 against Colby Covington, which obviously has aged absolutely horribly. And I'm worried. I just have to say it. I'm very, very worried because let me just repeat what I just said one last time. Kamaru Usman's last win was in 2021. Do you know how long ago that was? That was years ago. It's really not looking good. We already seen Kamaru Usman get cracked. Even though it was a lucky ass kick, the stars aligned for this kick, he did get cracked. And I really truly believe I think his chin is actually broken. I'm not even joking. I know he took a great knee to the face in the Leon Edwards fight. He ate it completely good, but I truly believe his chin is crackable more than ever. Obviously because of his age, obviously because he's already been cracked. I believe Hamza Chimaev. I understand that Hamza Chimaev is a generational wrestler. But let's not give all the credit to Hamza Chimaev. He's not a generational fighter just because he has generational wrestling, okay? He's not a generational striker. He's not generational on the feet. He's very bad actually on the feet. Believe it or not, he's actually very bad on the feet. I know he had a great fight against Gilbert Burns, slugging it out, but he's not that good on the feet. I believe if Hamza Chimaev had decent stand up, I believe he could have actually destroyed Kamaru Usman on the feet. Even though the Kamaru Usman that showed up that night was very, very good, I believe he could have gotten it out of there because Kamaru Usman decided to stand, and he actually won the stand up against Hamza Chimaev. And it's actually one of the reasons why people believe that Kamaru Usman should have won this fight. Obviously, I rewatched this fight plenty of times. I made videos about this fight before, and I've always gave it to Hamza Chimaev. And I always said that it was a very close fight, but Hamza Chimaev definitely won this fight. But again, there's people out there that truly believe Kamaru Usman won this fight because he won pretty much every exchange on the feet against Hamza. Now, with that being said, man, 38 years old, last win 2021, and is going up against a Joaquin Buckley, guys. This man is on a 6-fight winning streak. And look, before I start talking about Joaquin Buckley and going through his resume, can we just think about how beautiful his run was? If you guys were a fan, or because when I was watching the Colby Covington fight back in 2019, I wasn't really a hardcore fan. I was kind of a casual. I didn't really watch Apex cards and all that stuff. I wouldn't consider myself a hardcore at the time, but I still watched the pay-per-view events back then. And when you look at this resume, right, you really look at it and you're like, damn. At the time, these were the fighters that Kamaru Usman was supposed to fight. These were the best fighters, but they have aged like milk, man. They have aged very, very poorly. The only fighter that I think that has the most respect right now, in the big 2025 is probably Gilbert Burns, and that's not even saying much because this guy just recently basically, I don't want to say the word quit, but he basically surrendered against Morales. He basically did, man. He crawled up into a ball, Anthony Smith style, and pretty much gave up because he was just way too good for him. And I understand, man. I understand. But out of every fighter, even Leon Edwards, obviously I'm not going to count the losses, but he already beat Leon Edwards a long time ago. I mean, back in 2015. And oh man, it's just depressing to see how his legacy got absolutely obliterated because of his opponents just aging poorly. Like oh my god, for frick's sakes, guys, Tyron Woodley literally lost to Jake Paul, man. You know what that does to a man's legacy, dude? That's not good, man. That really is not good. But look, let's talk about Joaquin Buckley, man, because again, this guy is on a roll since he changed weight divisions. He's on a 6-fight winning streak. Can we admire the activity of Joaquin Buckley? Keep in mind, this guy's 31 years old. 31 years old, man. He's basically on his peak prime. His last loss was back in 2022 when he got TK'd by Chris Curtis, but this was in middleweight, guys. After he lost, this was the last loss in middleweight. He fought Nasruddin Imavov, who KO'd Izzy and went to a decision with him. Again, this was in middleweight too. And then after the loss against Chris Curtis, he moved back to welterweight right here. And since then, that has just been an insane freaking win streak. But can we just admire? He got 2 fights in 2023. Look how many fights he had in 2024. 1, 2, 3, 4 freaking fights in 2024. That's the activity that I'm talking about. I know the competition hasn't been like the cream of the crop, but this win streak that he had in 2024 basically put him at the cream of the crop. He's gonna fight the Kamaru Usmans, the Ian Garys. That win streak pretty much set him up for the rest of his career, because he's not gonna be fighting the cream of the crop. He's gonna get his money. Now, the one thing that I'm worried about on this fight is obviously Kamaru Usman chin, because we know that Joaquin Buckley has the power to take the lights off Kamaru Usman. And the reason why I'm worried so freaking much is because Joaquin Buckley has been literally, like, obviously, if you look at his resume, he's literally been fighting middleweights for half of his freaking career. So that's a problem in itself. If the fighter that you're fighting has been fighting bigger and stronger opponents than you his more than half of his career, he just recently changed a few years ago, right? And he's in an insane win streak, just knocked out Stephen Thompson. He technically TK'd Colby Covington. I know it was a doctor stoppage, but he made that doctor stoppage happen by battering Colby Covington. Even though Colby Covington, at this point of time, is not really considered a threat. Yeah, he still beat him. Okay, he still knows his resume. I think that's his best win in welterweight. Actually, it's crazy that I'm saying this, but like, it could be Stephen Thompson, his best win at welterweight. And no, it's disrespectful to Colby Covington, but hey, I don't think it's disrespectful to say it, because Colby Covington is absolutely garbage. I don't know what happened to him. Nobody respects him anymore. I mean, we know what happened to him. He's like she's all talk and nothing. He's basically like Sean Strickland, but I wouldn't really say worse. They're probably in the same level, if I'm being completely honest. But look, the problem with this fight is Kamaru Usman can take down Joaquin Buckley, right? Because obviously he's gonna have to. I feel like when Kamaru Usman tastes the power of Joaquin Buckley, he is gonna shoot for a takedown. Now, there's a problem between Joaquin Buckley and Kamaru Usman that's gonna make for an interesting fight. Because if you guys remember, Joaquin Buckley's previous fight, especially against Calvin Condon or Stephen Thompson, Joaquin Buckley has very, very good takedown defense. And I'm not even deriding. I mean very good takedown defense. Now, the problem that Joaquin Buckley has, and it's a major problem, is if he gets taken down successfully, he is very hard. It's very hard for him to get back up. That's the major problem he has. But again, you guys got to remember, this guy's 31 years old. He could have improved this. He could have definitely improved this for this fight camp. Because again, this guy is evolving. He's 31. He's young. He's peak prime. And that's the thing that has me worried for Kamaru Usman. Joaquin Buckley can improve this. Kamaru Usman is an old dog. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. We've heard that saying before, and it's for a reason. Kamaru Usman is just going to fight like Kamaru Usman. Now, Kamaru Usman will be able to take down Joaquin Buckley. I think he will be able to take down Joaquin Buckley. What we've seen is the advantage. What we've seen with Joaquin Buckley, I feel like the advantage is with Kamaru Usman if Kamaru Usman can take down Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley, for him to get up is very, very hard. I believe Kamaru Usman can keep Joaquin Buckley on the ground and dominate him like he did Leon Edwards the entire fight until that kick happened. But, and it's a big but, if Joaquin Buckley has improved his stand-up, man, Kamaru Usman is going to have a nightmare on this fight. And I'm not trying to even this is not a pun. I'm being for real. If Joaquin Buckley has improved majorly his stand-up after he gets taken down, oh, man. I just feel bad for Kamaru Usman, man, because he's fighting a guy that's basically... He's basically the prime version of his past self, but just a toned down version of him. You know what I mean? Like a toned down prime version of him, man. And it's just sad, dude, because with more power, I do believe Joaquin Buckley has definitely more power than prime Kamaru Usman. And it's just sad, dude. It really is unfortunate because another thing is that's major for Joaquin Buckley is his freaking momentum. Let's not forget, man. That momentum is real. I know a lot of people dismiss it. Oh, momentum is... No, momentum is a thing. And everyone knows momentum is a freaking thing. And this is... And you know what's worrying me even more, dude? Joaquin Buckley's like not even... I wouldn't say acknowledging Kamaru Usman because obviously he is. He's fighting him. But he's already thinking, and he's already thinking about Islam Makhachev, that, you know, he needs to fight someone else before he deserves a title shot and all that stuff. He's basically low-key looking past him. I've seen that video that he dropped about Islam Makhachev. He's low-key looking past Kamaru Usman because, let's be real, Kamaru Usman is an old man. He really is an old man. I think in my video, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I truly believe Kamaru Usman should step away. I truly believe that, man. He's 38 years old, everyone. What does he want? He's achieved everything that he could possibly do. He did his best, and he did it great. He cannot go on another run. He's 38 years old, everyone. What does he want, man? I guess he can stack up his legacy a little more, but I don't think this fight is worth it, dude, because this guy's way too dangerous on the feet. And imagine if Kamaru Usman get his lights shot off again. Imagine, man. I hate seeing great fighters go on losing streaks at the end of their careers. We need to stop normalizing that and just stepping away. We need to start doing that because this is getting out of hand. This is like a normal thing now. And that's another thing that just popped up in my head. Great freaking fighters, people that are in the top 10, top 15 all-time list. They always have a horrible losing streak at the end of their career. We need to start normalizing just retiring, bro. You achieved everything that you can possibly do. And these people just some fighters come back and just ruin their legacies, man. Because the new casual fans look at them and like, damn, this guy's ass. How is this guy considered top 10 all time? You know what I mean? Like that's how it is, man. Because let's be real, casuals pretty much carry the UFC. I'm pretty sure there's more casual fans than hardcore fans, and that's just a fact. Casuals they carry pretty much anything. Anything sport-wise, they carry because there's always going to be more casuals than hardcore fans on any sport. That's just the way it is. And I'm tired of these freaking great fighters freaking ruining their legacies for staying in the UFC for too damn long. We need to stop normalizing that. But look, man, if we look at the welterweight division rankings right now, Kamaru Usman number 5, Buckley number 7, and momentum, right? I talked about this in my previous video that I did about this fight. I believe that Joaquin Buckley is on a crash course to fight Ian Machado Gary. Joaquin Buckley wants the Ian Gary fight so freaking bad that I believe is going to happen. Recently, Ian Gary came out talking about he trash talking Bilal so he can put himself in the title contention next after Shavkat. But I truly believe Joaquin Buckley and Ian Gary is in a crash course, man. I truly truly believe that. And momentum is a real thing. I know a lot of people don't want to accept it, but it's just a real thing. For the prediction for no, like the prediction for this fight is mixed for me. At least for me, man, because Kamaru Usman, in my opinion, the only way to victory for this fight is a wrestling heavy game plan, and obviously he can pull it off, right? But I'm just worried of Joaquin Buckley's strength. I understand that I understand that Kamaru Usman is he's strong. I understand, but is he a fighter that has been fighting middleweights his for half of his career, has more knockout power, type of strong? Can he really take down Joaquin Buckley? Because again, Joaquin Buckley can stuff takedowns. This man is great. And when I mean great, he's great at stuffing takedowns. I'm really worried because I don't think he's gonna win on the feet against Joaquin Buckley. I really do not believe he's gonna stand on the feet with Joaquin Buckley. But I'm just gonna end it there, man. I don't know how Kamaru Usman is gonna be able to deal with Joaquin Buckley's striking and the stand up. I really don't believe. I don't know how he's gonna deal Joaquin Buckley stuffing his takedowns. I just don't see it happening for Kamaru Usman, brother. Especially for this day and age, dude. There's a point that you just have to accept it. Like, man, it's my time is over. He's 38. He's 38 years old on a 2-year layoff, man. Ah, man, it really does hurt because I remember they were gonna give him JDM, and JDM would have freaking destroyed Kamaru Usman. Now in hindsight, dude, this is just, it's not looking good for Kamaru Usman. Seriously, it really isn't. But I'm just gonna end it there. Let me know what you guys think of this fight, because even though, you know, it really hurts to think about, because I really don't want to see Kamaru Usman go out. And you know what's crazy? Even if Kamaru Usman gets knocked out, I have a feeling that he's literally just going to stay for 1 or 2 more fights. Because this is what great fighters do, bro. They just can't let it go. But look, I'm going to end it there. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Do you think Kamaru Usman is going to win? Do you think Buckley's going to win? Are you worried for Kamaru Usman? Or like, are you worried for Joaquin Buckley? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. With that being said, make sure you guys leave a like. Hit that sub button because I stream every freaking event. I want to see you there. And with that being said, I'll see everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.